I don't know.
Okay.
So maybe the men that their girlfriends taking pineapples before visiting them, they can testify to what I'm saying.
You can testify. You can.
Yeah. From the internet or from sources, okay, not from personal experience.
Okay.
The men can taste of, verify from maybe when you're having an intimate session with your partners.
Okay.
Maybe she took in a lot of pineapples before she came home or something. And maybe he is giving her the adult head, okay? He'll be able to,
okay.
I mean, know the difference. Okay, baby, your baby girl tastes
different. Oh, wow.
So I think you will get to know.
That's noted.
Yeah.
That's noted. Hello everyone, so we have an update about a female influencer named Adjoa Tee who recently advertised about a product that is supposed to enhance women's vaginal health, and she's being dragged for this. So I want us to go deeper and talk about the whole thing, why she posted this, and also get the other view of why people are dragging her on social media.
I walked into the kitchen and no, I'm not cooking for a man. I'm cooking for my cookie. Because she's been through a lot, like discharge, acting brand new, itchiness for no reason, and vibes I didn't invite. So yeah, she deserves the little steam day. This infection herbs and steam herbs from Lady U Organics smells so good. It smells like healing. We have guava leaves, cloves, bay leaf, you name it. And no, it is not witchcraft. It's just what your girl needs down there. Not soap, not perfume, not hot girl denial, herbs, real herbs. And let me just see, after I steam, she's quiet, no complaints, no funny discharge, just peace. You know that feeling when your whole body feels clean from the inside? Yeah, that feeling. So next time you see me in the kitchen, just know it's self-care, but make it internal. And if your kitty is tired too, DM Lady U Organics and fix it.
I have guests here that we're going to talk about this whole thing. Here I have Priscilla and Mercy joining me. Lovely for you guys to come to see us. And you guys have watched the video, right?
Yeah.
What's your take about the whole video and what she did and what she said?
Okay, so Adjoa Tee is an influencer.
Yeah.
And then in the video, she was just doing what she does. I mean, advertising for a product. So I think, to me, she was just, advertising her product. And there is nothing wrong with it. But the only thing wrong is that if the product is not FDA approved, I think that is where the problem is going to be from. But if it's FDA approved, I think she has every right to advertise that product.
Okay. Mercy, what do you think?
Yes, so building on Priscilla's point, I somewhat agree, though not in totality. I somewhat agree to the fact that, if the product is not FDA registered, certified, whatever, she advertising it means that people will now patronize it because, as she said, she's an influencer. But on the deeper side also, I don't know how safe the product is. Aside the topic of the FDA certification and all that, I don't know how safe the product is. Are they supposed to drink it, or is it a pill or a capsule?
We'll get to that. We'll get to the whole thing, yes.
So for starters, I don't know how safe it is. So I, for one, I will not purchase it, but yeah.
Okay, so let me add on to what she said. And I think the video was kind of like incomplete.
Yeah.
She just, poured whatever she poured, a substance into a mug or a bowl or something, and then just went straight into the washroom.
Bathroom, yeah.
So if she had maybe said that, okay, you do this, you sit on it,
like a proper procedure,
it would have been better than just pouring something into a mug and then just disappearing into the bathroom. So I think that is where the problem was. The education on the product was incomplete to me. Yeah.
But I would like to know, influencer, if you're an influencer or you're just someone who knows about this information, where influencers post about certain things, I mean, they are being paid for posting for people. Do you think they actually look into the product they are promoting, or they just promote because they are being paid? I'd like to know that. You can drop that in the comment section. And guys, about Adjoa Tee, she did mention something like steaming in the video, and I want to know what you guys think about steaming. Do you think do you practice it? Do you think other girls practice it? Like, what's your take on steaming?
Okay, so vaginal steaming is an old age remedy of cleansing the vagina.
Okay.
And it helps to balance the hormones, release energy, and then cleanse like the vagina naturally. So it's something that our grandparents or our parents were doing in the past.
Oh, so you mean it's something
It's
that
something
was
that
there?
is there. It's something that is there. Just that the people or people are not really getting the understanding of what the vaginal steaming is.
Okay.
Probably they are thinking that maybe you get some ingredients like precursor or something and then just dip it into that place or something, but that's not it. So it's like you heating water, okay, adding your herbs to it and sitting on that. Maybe let's say the water is in a container or something, so you sit on it for the steam to evaporate and then do the wonders it's supposed to do.
So you are describing the ancient time one.
Yes.
Okay,
so it's something that has been there. It is not new. Back in the days, in the olden days, there was nothing like drugs and all that. They were using the natural ways to cleanse themselves, to heal themselves and all that. So I think it's something that has been practiced or is still being practiced.
Okay.
And there is nothing wrong with it. Just that people don't really get a context and they are making it feel as if it's some evil, dangerous thing to do and all that. Yes.
So you personally, do you steam?
I don't steam.
You don't steam?
But I think I would start steaming.
Okay.
No, but you're not supposed to do it like all the time. Maybe
Okay.
after your periods, you just do it once in a while to cleanse the system and all that.
Okay.
It's a nice, feeling and all that.
Yeah, Mercy, what do you think about this whole thing?
Like she said, it's an old age practice that people have indulged in over the years. But I think with civilization and how things are going right now, a lot of things have changed. People used to steam then, people take drugs for the same purposes right now in today's day and age. So when it comes to the topic of steaming, it's about what you are doing it for and why you want to do it. People, because of the lack of education on the whole topic, I think people tend to misuse it and people tend to just do it for whatever reason, which is not right. But steaming has been there. Away from all the agenda on social media and agenda boys and girls and everything, steaming is not a wild practice that we should be on social media and then labeling as a fun thing or just making fun of. Steaming, even for health purposes, right? Not when you even have to use it for your vaginal health. People steam, for colds, for catarrhs, for very specific health problems. So it's not just limited to just vaginal health and all that. It goes beyond that. So steaming in itself is not something that's weird that we have to make fun of, just by the mention of it. Yes.
Okay, also Adjoa Tee mentioned that her girl has been through a lot. Her girl, we all know what the girl is. I think some people are missing the thing. I think she just means period. That her girl has been through a lot, but some people are taking it the other way, and I really don't know what you guys are thinking. And for my next question, I want to ask you guys: is it time we stop using scented products down there?
People think that using scented products is going to make the place smell very nice, or it's going to give it like a floral scent or a coconut smell or something like vanilla or something. No, it is natural because of our pH balance. It is natural for every woman to have a vaginal smell. But then in a situation where that you think that is giving an offensive odor or something, there is this thing that it says some fishy odor or something.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's giving that odor or it's giving
check it out.
Yes, you should check it out. But if it's giving those natural sweet smell, I don't
natural sweet.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
I don't think you need to be using some products to destroy your pH balance and all that. Yeah.
Okay, Mercy.
Yes, I heavily agree to what she said, because why are we doing too much to our vaginas? It's meat. It's not like it's not spiced meat for that matter. All these other things are very unnecessary. Do you get? And some scents, like she also said, are very natural, except it's offensive. Except you are, you have irritation. You have something that calls for you to. Some people struggle with PCOS, and that comes with a lot. If you have conditions that require you to do, go the extra mile, you have to seek, the consent of your doctor or your gynecologist.
Exactly.
Just seek for medical help. All these other insertions, buying of scented stuff, they'll take your pH off the rail and probably bring it. It's a whole lot. You don't want to put yourself down that rabbit hole. So please, if you have anything that requires you to use something external on your private part, please seek the help of a gynecologist.
As she said, seek help from a professional. Don't just go in for any of these people that are creating the medicines and just selling it to the general public. Seek help from a professional. It will really help you. And I want to ask one thing. What's one thing about the vaginal health that people mostly get totally wrong about this particular part of the body?
You know, some people think that washing the vagina with, you know, scented stuff is gonna make the place smell very clean or smell very sweet or something like that. But I think that is a misconception. Make sure you eat well. Okay, drink a lot of water. You know, you can exercise, do some squats, you know, and then when you do that, naturally the place will smell good. And even a healthy vagina has a smell.
Okay.
Yes. If your pH is balanced, your hormones and everything are working, you would have like a natural vagina smell. So I think, you know, we don't use those scented stuff and then don't do too much and all that.
Don't do too much.
Don't do too much. Let the coochie breathe.
Yes, so I'd also say that for me, my major concern is about people who tend to take drugs after their periods, claiming that, you know, it will keep you fresh and, you know, it will wash away. I think that is the topic about this theming that has brought about this whole thing, because people believe that after your period, you're supposed to cleanse your vagina and then for the whatever else you want to use it for. But I like, contrary to all these other, you know, claims and beliefs, taking stuff like drugs after your period in lieu of trying to change the sense and maintain some, it's superficial. It doesn't work. One, you're harming yourself. Two, you don't even know the harm that you are causing yourself. Most of the problems that we face later on in our lives as females mostly stem from, you know, the use of these kind of things in our systems. The vagina is a very delicate organ. You don't need to do all that. You don't need to.
You don't need to do too much. I want to know if this is a myth or a fact. We have here, discharge sometimes means it's wrong. Like, is it wrong? Like, when you have discharge, does it mean that like there's something wrong with something down there?
Is there a specific type of discharge?
Where's that? Maybe when you see a discharge, doesn't mean that you have something or you are facing something or there's something wrong in that particular place.
Two things. It's either you're healthy or unhealthy. Because we have like a normal discharge that is clear, odorless and all that. But if you're having an offensive discharge with creamy, yellow, green, red stuff, I think okay, that is where maybe the problem is. But if you're having like a very clear mucus discharge, or you're having, you know, that then means you're healthy, you're normal.
Okay.
And a healthy vagina has like a discharge.
Yes. Okay.
If you want to smell sweet, okay, you can just eat some pineapples, you can get some cranberry, you know, you can take in some clove water, you can take in more water, you know, eat more food.
Did you just say pineapple?
Yeah.
There's something I have to ask about that, but go on.
You know, when you take those fruits and veggies, you know, it helps in the vaginal health and all that.
Okay.
So I think you don't, you know, stress your baby girl and try to put
things in here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Messi, what's your take?
Yes. So the key word is don't stress yourself.
Yeah.
To be very honest, because a stressed vagina is also going to discharge like very bad.
Yeah.
Because once you enter that phase of I need to cure this, it looks like I'm having a discharge, I need to do this, I need to take this, and once you enter that phase, nothing is bringing you back. You're on your own. And you can't cross to the other side because you are gone. So please be careful.
Yeah, so when Priscilla made mention of the pineapple, it got my mind thinking about something I heard personally, where they said if you take in pineapple, it makes the place sweeter. I don't know why they need it to be sweet, but that's what people mostly claim. So I want to know whether you think it's actually a myth or it's true.
You know, most of the time, the foods that we eat, okay, when you're excreting, it comes with a smell. So the day that you eat lots of protein, your fecal matter smells differently than when you don't take in a lot of protein.
Oh,
so
interesting.
Same with the pineapples like this.
Yeah.
So when you take in more water, pineapples and all that, people are saying that it makes the place smell sweeter. I don't know how true that is. For me, I have not really tried that before, so I can't really testify to that. So taking that is going to aid. I'm sure it probably does something in the reproductive system, because of the nutrients, components, and all that. So when you take those things, it's probably going to aid in something that is going to make the place smell maybe not very good, but probably sweeter. Maybe the men can, testify to this. I don't know.
Okay.
So maybe the men that their girlfriends taking pineapples before visiting them, they can testify to what I'm saying.
You can testify. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
So wait, how do men taste this sweetness that women are falling on top of your heads to acquire?
Oh, there are so many ways they taste that.
Oh, please, do you care to enlighten us?
From the internet or from sources, okay, not from personal experience.
Okay. This is getting very interesting.
This is kind of like an adult talk. So if you're not 18 plus, don't listen to this part. So the men can taste or verify for maybe when they're having an intimate session with their partners.
Okay.
Maybe she took in a lot of pineapples before she came home or something, and maybe he is giving her the adult head. Okay, he'll be able to
Okay.
I mean, know the difference. That okay, baby, your baby girl tastes
different. Oh wow!
So I think you will get to know.
That's noted. Yeah. That's noted.
So sorry, does that not mean that is another avenue to direct this whole steaming thing to? Because if we are moving from steaming and then we are jumping to pineapples and pineapple
but you don't
sweetness,
set the pineapple there,
right?
You eat it. So
in what moderation? Is there like a moderation?
Some people take it a lot.
You don't need to eat the whole.
But this is not an advice to go and throw some pineapple and come and tell us that it's pineapple. We beg you, please.
Okay, so you heard from both of them, and let's go back to Adjoa Tee. So I wanted to know if you guys think it's justified that she posted about this particular product. I mean, she's an influencer. She's supposed to post about stuff. She's supposed to promote people and their goods. Do you think she's just being dragged for a very useless reason, or do you think they actually have a point? Because clearly, first of all, she didn't really give us a good procedure on how to use the product. She didn't tell us she did tell us the content in the product, but she didn't tell us if it is FDA approved. Like some of us are being confused, like is it not? And so what do you guys think about this particular thing that she did?
I think my only concern is the fact that the video was short and limited. It didn't have a lot of details in it.
Yeah.
When you're putting something out there for consumers, you should be detailed.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just give us surface something and then just disappear into the bathroom and all that. So she had every reason to post whatever she did, because first of all, she's an influencer.
Yeah.
So in a way, she's kind of like justified. But the issue is that if the product is not FDA approved, if it's FDA approved, meaning that it's a safe product for consumption.
Okay.
So if it's not FDA approved and all that, and she just posted it because of coins or money or something, I think that's the way she faulted. But aside that, I think it's
a normal thing.
Yeah.
Messi?
On the issue of was she justified, I'm not too sure about that, because I would think that a professional should be able to do that. I don't know what kind of qualification she has in that field to sell such a product, because vaginal health is a very touchy issue.
Yeah,
it's a very touchy issue, and people don't educate the public on it enough. So you come in and then throwing dust in people's eyes and then entering the bathroom like she said and expecting magic to happen. It's like, are you telling us, or you are just here to sell whatever it is that you've been asked to sell? Yes, because if in any society you are selling something to someone, what are the specifics? What is it? What are we using it for? How are we even using it? And are you the right person to even sell such a thing to us? It starts like this and then it proceeds to deeper levels. There was a case sometime where Adjoa Tee, if I'm not being wrong, was scrutinized by the internet for selling kaya mata. And I believe it started somewhere.
Okay.
It started from, you have to start somewhere.
Oh, but then kaya mata is more spiritual.
You see, this is something that is also an old practice. it starts somewhere and then it proceeds to only
Something
God knows
else.
where. So
And, okay.
I don't know. I really
And
don't know.
I also think that there was a video that a health professional came out to debunk.
Yeah,
Yes, and
everything
then
she said.
She was like, she took research from Google and people were just dragging her that why would you do that? Because she's educated. I mean, she went to tech, and well, let me hold on with that. She went there and then she's supposed to know better. Okay,
Right.
as somebody who is educated, you should
Yeah.
know that when you're doing a research, you don't just pick something from Google. You should have your facts, your sources.
So
your
there's
data.
no deep
deeper.
research
Yeah.
into the whole thing.
Yes.
That's my problem.
Yes. And the fact that she had to retaliate, the best thing was she could have, just kept quiet and then listened to the health professional. She was trying to prove that, I'm marketing. I think she just wants her money. To be honest, I don't think
what expense,
she even uses the product in the first place.
Exactly.
She went into the bathroom and threw it away or something because we didn't even see
you
what
never
happened
know.
in the bathroom. Yes.
You never know.
So I think consumers,
These
viewers
influencers
watching us, you should be very careful of what you are consuming. The fact that she's your favorite influencer, at marketing something doesn't mean that you need to go and get that thing. Mind you, most of the influencers don't use the products they are advertising. So you should be careful what you buy.
That's a very lovely advice. I hope you guys took that and try and make use of everything that we've said. We've told you a lot today, and I'd love to see you guys next time. This is what has been going on our social media platform for days now, and I'd like to hear from your comments. We've asked a lot of questions, and I want you guys to engage. Let's interact there. This has been Showbiz Talk on Our Media. I'd love to see you guys next time. My name is Kimi. Bye.
Bye.